Hi, this is UseWise channel, and today we will be talking about the single vendor trap in the context of going to the cloud. So we all know here, I have Mladen again with me, our CTO, and in the old world, when companies were building their own information technology systems, there were some companies that were very proud to say that they are like Microsoft Shop. It's a very common term, and lots of companies used to be very proud of that term. There is that famous saying that not a single IT manager has ever been sacked because of going with IBM. And that's all fine, but that's the old world. So in the context of going to the cloud, and in the context of what we are trying to do with UseWise to enable companies to be truly multi-cloud and to be able to use various cloud vendors at the same time with as much ease as possible, can you tell us more about the history and how it pans out in the today world?
Yeah, so I'm coming from telco background. And telecoms very soon figured out that being reliant on single vendor can be a risk. So not only operational risk, but you have difficulties negotiating pricing. You can get into trouble if your vendor is having hiccups, and basically you lose a lot of control and introduce risk in your business model by relying on single vendor. So many vendors came to telcos and told them, look, if you buy only our solution, then we are going to be here for you, and we'll sort out any problems you have. But historically it didn't play very well, and many telcos developed strategies how to procure equipment and services from at least 2 or 3 vendors, and it is kind of a mandatory request when there is a major purchase that there must be multi-vendor availability of the requested solution. So coming back to cloud, as Adriana said, for example, some companies claim to be Microsoft Shop, or they claim to be relying only on IBM or whatever single vendor, Oracle with their solutions, and suddenly they experience a lot of difficulties negotiating licensing, consultancy, and other services. Plus, if there is a major problem with one vendor, there is basically enormous gap, and you cannot escape a situation. So by relying on single vendor, you endanger your business model. So if you try to go with multi-vendor strategy, it is not easy. It requires planning and strategic thinking. So obviously, vendors always try to tempt with their special add-ons, special features, special things they do better than anybody else. So that's fine. If it's kind of an optimization, it's not lock-in. But if you go the route where vendor implements some features that locks you into the specific platform or specific solution, then you are not interoperable. You cannot integrate acquisition. So if you buy smaller company, it will be very hard for you to integrate other companies, or if you sell a part of your company, it will be worth less because you rely on a single vendor technology, and it is much more difficult to integrate such companies into IT environments. So basically, if you would like to go multi-cloud, we recommend going with UseWise. So UseWise will help you filter technologies like containers, like storage, like that easily managed within many public cloud offerings. And of course, from time to time there will be applications and solutions that require some vendor specific APIs and vendor specific things, but if you keep core of your IT infrastructure in a standardized environment that is interoperable with many public cloud offerings, you have much better negotiating power. You lower risk of your IT operations, but then again you need competencies and you need experience. So Miadria and UseWise, we are here to help bring multi-cloud solutions to your environment.
Yeah, and we have also seen with large public cloud vendors a tendency that, for instance, both Microsoft and Google and Amazon, they are all trying to incorporate as much of the ability of their cloud to work well and to play well with the others. Microsoft was the last one to start with that approach. But we also see that. But the problem that we see is that each one of them have one major flaw, and that is that they also have their own service to push. Of course, I mean, no single like Microsoft partner or Microsoft salesperson will come to the company, and when they see that the G Suite would be a much better fit for them, for instance, than Office 365, they will not say, okay, so you go with G Suite, please. And this is where we see UseWise standing. We see UseWise standing as a platform that will allow companies to go with their own preferences, with their own needs. Where do you see things moving on from today for UseWise? We have some plans until the end of the year. Can you tell us a little bit more? This is not a video that is specifically designated to that. We will have that video in October or November. But our basic plan is to have companies be able to do many amazing things in the span of. Can you tell us a little bit more about our plans?
This year we worked more on integrating G Suite and Office 365 capabilities, especially collaboration capabilities, where people can use one or the other platform, or they can use it in interoperable way. For example, you can use Outlook with G Suite with managed signatures and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. Or you can use Google Sheets or Office 365, Excel, web for collaboration, data entry and process management at the same time, or at least on the same platform. So
yeah,
that's basically where we see a lot of opportunities to enable companies to provide some interworking of Office 365 and G Suite in collaboration space.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and our big plans are due to happen in some 2 years or something like that, where you will be able really to fully utilize the multi-vendor approach to really not worry about in which cloud your data is and whether there is some outage of one of the vendors. So basically, we really want to allow companies to not have to worry about a single vendor ever again. So is there anything else you want to add?
Well, for now, that's it.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for watching. We hope that you enjoyed our video. If you have some extra questions, please do ask them in the comments below. And sometimes we even make videos for your based on your questions. And we'll see you soon. Thank you. Bye.
Bye.